The Witcher Season 3 hasn't gone over well with fans because even though they promised they were sticking to the source material and giving Cavill a big send-off, they did neither, and Season 3 was truly one of the worst pieces of content I've had to watch in a while. And now we're hearing that Season 4 is reportedly indefinitely delayed and it may be cancelled altogether. I have a few different things that I want to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content that I create, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media so you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and live streams I create, consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. So I wanted to start off with this Marca article. It says The Witcher is put on hold indefinitely. Season 3 could be the finale. Now, none of these things are very surprising, right? Just looking at the content itself, people are absolutely destroying The Witcher Season 3. And yes, Season 1 had a little bit of, iffy, questionable content that people didn't like. But as the seasons have gone on, it has just progressed into a realm that even I cannot support anymore, right? I liked the first season. I really did, and I said I was very hopeful for what they were going to do with The Witcher at that point, and then Season 2 came out, and it took a nosedive in quality, but they did say, that they were experimenting with a bunch of things, and Season 3 would be so cool and unique, and then, of course, we found out that Cavill was leaving after Season 3. They promised a lot of things like this big heroic send-off for Cavill, and none of that happened, right? They completely strayed from source material. They didn't give Cavill a send-off. In Season 3 is one of the worst pieces of content, again, that I've had to watch in a while. It is just an insult to the source material, but now we're hearing this. It says on July 27th, Netflix released the second part of the third season of The Witcher, the last one with Henry Cavill in the role of Geralt of Rivia. I truly think that they did this in order to milk people into paying an extra month for their subscription so that they can say, hey, listen, while yes, we are, we're done with the show, you don't get to watch it all at once. I do think that is a reason they really wanted to try to keep Cavill fans around as long as possible because they know that they're going to lose them going forward. It says his replacement was going to be Liam Hemsworth, but this could take an unexpected turn after the last known events. It seems that the TV show has been put on hold despite having a fourth installment confirmed, and it is not clear that production will resume. Now, of course, a big thing to point out here is that this could all be delayed because of the writer's strike and the screenwriter and actor strikes going on in Hollywood. There is a lot going on in the industry in general, and I'm sure that actors on this project are part of those strikes as well, but it is important to note two things here. First of all, The Witcher has only been filmed in the UK, and secondly, most of the actors on this show are British, so they're not part of the Writers Guild of America and all of the actors who are striking with them. But of course, Netflix is one of the companies that's under scrutiny right now, so it could be because of the strike, since they have writers who are part of this. But at the same time, it could also just be the content itself. It wouldn't be surprising if they canceled it after the backlash Season 2 and 3 have faced. Plus, the failure of Blood Origin makes this even more believable because they have put so much money into The Witcher, and it doesn't seem like it's paying off. I mean, even Season 3 itself, going from episodes 1 to 5, there were major viewership drop-offs. And of course, going from Season 3 to a Season 4, if they created, that would also have major drop-offs because of Henry Cavill's departure. Cavill brought a lot of normal TV watchers and moviegoers in, and with his departure, I don't think that they can keep those people watching. They've tried to get another semi-recognizable actor since he's Chris Hemsworth's brother, and he won't cost as much as Cavill, but it's just not going to work. I am a big fan of Henry Cavill. I am also a lover of The Witcher, but I am not going to continue to watch this series, not just because Cavill is gone, but also because of how they basically threw away the source material and disrespected this amazing work. They just can't keep people like me around, and I think that there is a lot going on behind the scenes right now. Another issue that has been rumored on social media is that Liam Hemsworth is having troubles with this series, that he is doubting his role just because of the way that they marketed this season, because they had, you know, these billboards and images that said, yep, Henry Cavill's still our Witcher, and it did come across as a slap in the face to Liam Hemsworth. And of course, this is just a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, but maybe he is feeling pretty insulted by Netflix and, you know, the people who did the marketing. But people did not like this season in general, just looking at the content itself. I mean, it's sitting at a 76% critic. I do not like or trust critic scores, but a 22% audience is just awful. I mean, Netflix has had some very low rated content, like Queen Cleopatra, for instance, but this has to be one of the lowest rated pieces of original Netflix content. I mean, a 22% is so very low. I mean, it can't get even that much lower. And the Witcher audience scores have dropped a whopping 67% from season 1 to season 3. Again, season 1 had its issues. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't a big fan of the timelines. I do think that looking back on it, I understand why they did it. It was a cool concept that could have been, I think, better executed. But they didn't stray as far from the source material, and overall, I really liked season 1. I thought that it was a good basis for the rest of a series, you know, whether they did 4 seasons or 5 seasons, whatever the case may be. Well, now we see what it is, but it was at least a good start to something new, and unfortunately, they just could not keep up with what fans wanted and what fans needed. Do I think that Netflix is really going to cancel The Witcher? It's hard to say, because I do think that they have put a lot of money into this. I do think that they have put a lot of effort into this, and while it may be profitable for them still, because we never really get full budgets for these shows. We never get like full subscriptions generated just from one series. I don't think that going from 3 to 4 will be a good thing for them. I don't think that they're going to be able to get new viewers in. I think that they're going to lose a massive amount of viewers. And if The Witcher season 4, you know, does come out, I think it will maybe in 2025, if they decide to move forward with it at all, because right now it does kind of look like Netflix wants to cut its losses because the show is, as we've heard, expensive, and the ratings for it are just not good at this point. If we hear anything else about this, I definitely will let you all know. I will be keeping an eye on this, but for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.